After their passionate encounter, Jonathan photographs Catherine in intimate poses. Catherine naively trusts Jonathan to keep the provocative images private, unaware of the potential consequences. While Catherine views their liaison as an exciting but temporary diversion, Jonathan's emotions run deeper. Sensing his growing attachment, Catherine continues to flirt but also begins to pull away, increasingly anxious about her husband discovering the affair. Robert ends up reading all about this steamy affair of his wife and ends up getting turned on. He then goes to work, where a crisis arises. His charity has misused government aid for their own gain. Robert is in charge of monitoring the subsequent meeting. He tries to act stable and in charge, but fails to do so. He finds himself distracted by thoughts of the photos and feelings of jealousy. He begins to worry about what his son may have witnessed during their affair. Catherine does eventually head home, where she finds Robert with their son. He acts she has to go on a business trip and makes her act along to her son. He coldly argues with her and pushes her into a taxi. Catherine is crushed. She can't perform well at her job anymore. When she sees the book about her affair in her local bookshop, she storms out emotionally. Nancy wallows in her grief for many years. She doesn't go out. Stephen tries to support her. At one time, she tries to drown herself in the bath and reprimands her husband when he pulls her out. Later, she's diagnosed with cancer, which she doesn't mind. In the present, Stephen is still trying to get back at Catherine. He's planning to pretend to be a teenager online by creating a fake Facebook profile and quizzes his friend about how to do this. He masks this under the guise of wanting to create his next novel and understanding the lingo for Gen Z nowadays. But it could well be another trap for Catherine. The next day at the beach, Jonathan's revelation to Catherine that he has booked a flight to follow her home triggers an argument. Seeking solitude, Catherine falls asleep on the beach, inadvertently leaving her son unsupervised. In a dangerous turn of events, Nicholas ventures into the turbulent sea alone on his small inflatable dinghy. Jonathan, noticing the child, and swims out far to rescue him. As lifeguards arrive to bring Nicholas and the dinghy ashore, Jonathan struggles in the water. The lifeguards are solely focused on the boy and fail to notice Jonathan is drowning. Catherine witnesses Jonathan's in trouble, but in a moment of chilling self-preservation, she remains silent. 2 lifeguards bring him back to shore, but it seems too late.